Now, let's just focus on our boxing one, which we all should be familiar with. One of the more basic.
So this is man down?
Yes, sir.
Man down, by the way, if you're on man down, it's an honor because that means you're the best defensive 5 on the team. Okay, so kind of cool if you can make it to man down. People on man down, what do you look for as attributes for guys on man down?
Intensity. Guys that aren't lazy, for lack of better word. People that will keep their stick up, people that will fight for a ground ball if it goes down. People that aren't afraid to just get their nose in it while we have one less person. Also people that can communicate. Because more than anything, when we're man down, you have to talk, obviously, because they have one extra guy. They're going to be moving the ball. They could be subbing. We could be releasing a guy, so we need to know what's going on. That does start with the goalie because he's the captain of the defense on the field, since he can see everything. But all in all, all these 5 guys need to know what each other's doing in case we get out of position at any time during defense. Man down, it's simple. This guy in the middle will be a string. He's going to be stringing up top. Ball's up top. These guys are in a zone. The 4 on the outside. 4 guys circle. I like to think of this like a sheet of graph paper. You stay within your quadrant. You guys all take geography. Geometry.
No.
Math, algebra. That's it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's history before, right?
It's all computer, right? Algebra, X and Y axis. You remember all that stuff? Okay. Obviously, I don't. I'm trying to teach you guys. Nonetheless, this guy, I'll number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 stays in his quadrant. As you're passing him down, you get to the midline. That's the x-axis. That's correct. You get to the x-axis. You pass your guy off to 2. Does that make sense? You don't go past the x-axis. You bump him. Most important is communication there. As you're pushing him down, you have to tell him that you're passing him, that there's going to be 2 people in his zone so he can account for that.
Are we only going to be doing string when they have 3 guys up top?
No.
Not?
We can run string when they have people behind.
And what does string mean? Does everyone know what string means? Probably not. So explain that.
Glazed over. Say the guys dodge and they're in the 3 top. Guys dodging from up top. These guys are still going to be in their zone. They're helping out. The string will be this guy in the middle. Bold X. He's helping out. Essentially, he's the slide, for lack of better terms, but it's called a string. We do string. We don't string behind because they can't score from behind, but we do string to GLE to deter them from feeding just on the doorstep.
String, you guys why it's called string, I kind of understand why it's called that. Think
It's like
about
you're a road.
pulling them in on a road, right?
You're in and out on the road.
Like, when you're playing the middle guy on man down, if you slide when the guy's coming up top, who has the crease guy?
If the string goes,
You're usually on the crease guy when you're at
Backside.
if this guy goes, you're asking which of these guys would have it?
So, let me answer your question.
Yeah.
So this guy goes,
Yes.
okay, let's say guy from X comes here, who has him?
3.
And what zone's he in? Now if he pushes over here, who has him? You
What
have
about
his zone, you own this spot, right? So if this guy goes, this guy owns the spot. Now if he's directly in the middle, what's the key?
Exit. Where's that?
Coach said one of the keys, and we talk about keys on
Slide early and slide off.
communication. Communication, right? Because how do you know what this guy's doing? Because he might go and he might go. It's like the outfielders that run into each other, right? I got it. You have to communicate who's got him, right? Okay.
What if they're in the 2-3-1?
Guys, you're making this more complicated
You
than it needs to
definitely
be.
are.
It doesn't matter what formation they're in.
We do the same thing.
A guy, you have a zone. You play any player in that zone. The string slides to the ball. It doesn't matter what. They could be in a big circle in the middle.
Right.
You have a zone. You play your zone.
Yeah, but I'm saying for the middle guy,
Slide the ball. You're on a string.
yeah, he's sliding if someone comes down on the side. who would cover the crease guy when he
The
slides?
guys in the zones.
Is that what we just talked about?
Once, it's just like when we slide regular, like we're in bullseye, the
Alright,
2 slide's gonna be there. These guys, since they're always in this zone, if he streams up, these guys just pinch in on the middle.
alright.
But wouldn't that-
Communication.
Wouldn't that the guy from, if both
Yes.
of them pitching, wouldn't that guy from X that just?
Yes, we were man down. We're weak.
Right.
That's why
We're
we got
gonna-
it. Sorry, no, go ahead.
We're gonna give up some space on the field. What's most important is that you keep your head on a swivel. If he pushes this way, the ball is up top. 9 times out of 10, he's not gonna be able to make that pass from here through this guy's stick, through this guy's stick, through this guy's stick, through this guy's stick, and the goalie stick to get to this guy sneaking on the backside.
So when Coach said what he looks for on man down, tough, reactionary, I think he said reactionary, right? Stick in the lane, right? So if you do all the things he just asked you to do, that won't be an issue. We've got to take, now, there's always the risk that someone will slip backside, but if we're aggressive, we're reactionary, we're head on a swivel, sticks in the lane, they can't get to that guy. So that's a non-issue, right? We'll solve all those issues.
Right.
You just follow Coach.
Concepts.
Yeah.
Concept is what we're trying to grasp. Once we get on the field, we'll be able to see how they're moving. We'll be able to coach you through how to not let them beat us, if that makes sense.
Because it doesn't work every time, right?
Right.
It's man down. We put ourselves in a precarious situation. Now, how are we going to stay out of man downs this year?
No penalties.
Control your
Okay, so how do you do
How do you
that?
not get penalties?
Control your stick.
Okay, how do you play smart?
More specifically.
Control your stick.
No bringing it down.
So no tomahawk chops, right? We're famous for that.
Just make sure the ref's not there.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Say that louder. Did everyone hear
There
that?
you go.
What?
Play with your feet.
If you play good position defense, you don't have to. Hey, if you play good position defense, you don't have to use your stick as much. Defense is all about position. If you're having a home run check, you got beat. You're weak.
Less stick, more feet. When we're practicing, D will be doing a lot of drills without sticks, playing against the offense with their sticks, but we won't have them. So all you're looking at is hips. If you can't match hips, then we can't get you out there. But stick checks are a last resort. You throw a good stick check when you're in great position, to where you throw that check, you won't get yourself out of position by throwing it. See, like stairs. Does that make sense? Okay. Boxing one, simple. Questions? I don't know that was a long chart. Any questions? Okay. I'll just stick for this one right now. And then, yeah, just for now.
Okay.
Clears and rights, you want to talk about that, or you want to go through offense first?
We'll do offense. We'll do that last.
Okay.
So what I